they may be drowning in home tasks, kids, caretaking, making sure the house is run. And so they're not spending a lot of time on money. And so as a couple, it's a huge risk for your wife. In hetero couples, it's a huge risk for your wife to not understand the financial part of your household. But we see it a lot where, 80, 90% of the investing decisions, the more high level strategic plan for the family is done by the husband. And the wife is kind of like, well, I hope everything's okay. I think we're saving for retirement. And she might pay the day-to-day bills. But that like high level financial plan that we would build for someone, the husband's kind of always managed that. That's a huge risk because if he passes away suddenly, she's just in the dark. She has no idea what's going on. And so that is another piece for me, is making sure that both spouses understand the plan and to meet people where they are at in their knowledge level. So he might have been picking stocks for the last 15 years in his spare time, and she was definitely not doing that. And so I want to get there, get to a middle ground and explain a financial plan to them in a way that makes sense, but also acknowledges the risks that they face. Maybe she's a stay-at-home mom. So if something happens to his income, what does that look like for her? She is going to likely live longer than him. So I'm not just looking at, is the man going to outlive the money? Is the woman going to outlive the money? What does that look like?
Is that your opener?
Yes.
You should know your mortality.
Yes.
Nail.
I always start with based on what you have submitted, I think you're going to die in this year. Yes. I always start with that.
Client situations. That's how Courtney starts every conversation.
Yes.
Is based on your actuarial table.